It's a 2024 Midwest D4 all-wheel drive. Let's go. All right, you guys are lucky today because not only do I have the D4 here, but I have a D6 right next to it. So I'm going to show you the D4 and the differences from the D6. Hopefully you enjoy. We're going to start off from the inside, see what's inside. So right when you start, the cabin itself, you can see they went ahead and they took their time to really go through the RV and make some changes and modifications to not only make them Midwest, but make them something that sets you apart. What sets this apart from a lot of other ones is safety and seatbelts. So let's start. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for a total of 8 seatbelts. There's 3 different models of these. There's a D4, D5, D4, S5, and D6. So basically, you're going to see the D4 will have 4 captain's chairs, the S5 will have 5 captain's chairs, and the D6 will have 6 captain's chairs. So I have a D6 next to us. Let's check it out. So these are some of the differences. So the D4 will provide you with 4 captain's chairs, which is pretty comfortable. So before we move forward, the D4 is on the 2500 all-wheel drive Sprinter chassis, while the Day Cruiser is on a 3500 all-wheel drive chassis by Mercedes. So this is a D6 configuration. You can see you have 4 captain's chairs in addition to the 2 chairs up front in the cabin for driver and passenger in the chassis. This D4 has been configured with a television up front there, and you'll notice that there is no wall here to block everything. So you can get the D4, you can get this Midwest D4 configured just like this D6. So you can definitely order this through me and I'll be happy to help you. I can order it with the wall and I can also have a full wall separating the area here, the RV area versus the cabin area in case you want something more private. We can do that too, but you can get this done in the D4 as well. You just wouldn't have obviously these, right? So you'd have these facing back. So you can have the D4 configured in this setup. So you just pretend like these aren't there, but you could have the D4 either set up in this exact fashion, or you can see that opening to the front chassis cabin. You could have that completely blocked as a wall. Midwest has ordered these with pretty much all the options, all the gravy, all the bells and whistles. You'll notice this does have the 360 camera setup. However, the 360 camera setup only works obviously with the sonar detectors, kind of like a Tesla, that are around the bumper, but it works pretty easily where once you're going over a certain speed limit or miles per hour, that system shuts off. This one is not configured with the cameras that are all the way around, but you can do the following. You can add the camera system to the D4. So this is what the camera system would look like. You'd have camera on the driver's side, passenger side, rear, and front-facing camera. Can you spot it? This D4 does come with the Brabus rims and tire package by Michelin, all-wheel drive 2500 chassis. Some of the questions I get are, there's no air conditioning unit on this. I can't buy this. We're going to be hot. Fear not. This has a 60,000 BTU air conditioning unit. 60,000. Let me show you. It's actually right here. You got a whole air conditioning unit right under. You got 60,000 BTUs going, flowing. This RV gets ice cold. Oh, freezing. Sewage and city water connectors conveniently located in the back of the RV, driver's side. And fear not, you are ready to tow in this bad boy. Look at that. You got a 7-way plug and hitch receiver ready to go. As mentioned before, on the 2500 all-wheel drive Sprinter chassis by Mercedes-Benz. And you have an additional wastewater tank on the passenger side to complete both sides for water. What's this button do? It's magic. Look at these side steps with grip tape on them. I love them. So the D6 has 3 laptop stations or stations like these, whereas this one only comes with 1. That's another difference between this and the D6. All 4 captain's chairs have massaging in addition to, well, to be fair, these 2 have them. The one that I'm sitting on and then this one. Whichever recliner, just put your feet up if you want to lay down, but there are the controllers for the 2 up front, and you have seatbelts here. I keep stressing seatbelts because the reality is that a lot of people that are watching these videos are going to be grandparents, parents, people with family that they want to take out, and you got a car safety seat, you got a child seat. What are you going to do? Mickey Mouse it and go on a ride, not strap them in? This provides you with actual safety for infants, for children, for family. You're set in this RV. You're going to have USB-A power on both sides of the benches with a total of 1, 2, and 3 control panels for the RV, in addition to an old school Fusion Bluetooth stereo setup, privacy shades. That black Over there, matte finish is actually a TV so that the kids in the back or whoever's in the back can enjoy their own show, while the top dogs sitting on these two captain chairs can enjoy that. You have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 speakers along with a subwoofer hidden. This bathroom is practically the same as a D6. I suggest checking out that video as well. It's pretty thorough. It's pretty nice. The D4 in a nutshell. What do you think? Can you see yourself and your family owning and driving around in something this comfortable? You got a big family and you're driving around in a small vehicle because you don't want to spend the money. Just spend the money, man. If you have it, come on, be a big boy. You got kids that are fighting each other on long trips and you're screaming in the back, turning around, yelling, looking in the rearview mirror while there's traffic. Why do that? Get this. Come on, man. What are you doing to yourself? Quit torturing yourself in that small car. Get this. Look at this. The people are going to leave comments saying, well, it's too small. There's just no room to sleep. Where are all the 8 people going to sleep? The reality is that a lot of people buy these not to sleep in. They want to get from point A to point B in comfort and go to the Hilton, go to the Ritz, go to a cabin, hang out somewhere with family, and just get there comfortably and in style. If you're the family that wants to get somewhere in style, whether it be a campground or you just want to go to church in style, this can do it for you. You want to take your group study, your Bible study, anything like that. This has a capacity of 8. And if you don't, the D4 is too little. Guess what? I got you covered. I got the big D6 waiting for you. All right. You want the D6? Oh, let me show you one more thing. All right. Sneak peek to the next video. This is the Passage on the same chassis, the 2500. Some of the differences between this one and the D4. So I'm going to get real. Me personally, if I were to get one, I would probably get the D4 simply because I would need minimal sleeping area. My wife will end up wanting to sleep in a bed anyways. So I would personally go with the D4. I'd want to get to one place to point B in style. Normally I eat out. You can already see a huge difference the moment that you walk up to this 2500 chassis versus the D4, right? And like I said, I'll go over this with the other. And in fact, I'm not going to get too into this, but just let me show you the difference real quick. See, there's wall there. The bathroom is now here instead of a captain's chair. So now you're limited in terms of space. So the Passage, here's the difference between the Passage and the D4. You can see number one, there's a metal sliding door. You then have solid surface. You're then greeted with a solid surface countertop with induction cooktop built in to the living space of the RV. So you can already see this is already geared more towards camping, right? You have a hard bathroom here with wet bath, and this is where the big difference lies. You can see it's still practically the same setup from the back, right? The back is pretty much the same like the other one. However, now that closet there is now cutting into the seating area that used to be here, right? So you don't have a seatbelt there anymore. You've lost that. In addition, this seat no longer has a seatbelt either. So now you've lost seatbelts on both sides. So this one, and you're losing the 2 captain's chairs. So really this one has 2 up front and 3 back here for a total of 5 passengers. So 5 to 8, I know it's only 3, but 3 is a pretty big deal when you're driving around. So do you need something that's more geared towards like this, or do you want a D4? Only you can make that decision. Let us know in the comments what you prefer. If you want to help me out, click another one of my videos and keep watching them, share them. Peace.